recently created a book, Bilingual Secrets, Secrets to Becoming Bilingual. So just here to answer any language learning questions. So what's new with me is 2026. What have I been up to? So trying to get my Portuguese better. I ordered this book off of Amazon. Learn Portuguese, the Angolan Variation, written by Jordan Eason. If you're trying to learn Angolan Portuguese, I will highly recommend. Para todos que querem melhorar o seu português angolano, eu recomendo isso bastante, right? And then for my French, keeping my French up, conversational, over 100 conversational French dialogues, right? Over 100 French conversational dialogues. So yeah, so this is a great book. They speak, they don't speak, but you read it. It's in French. They have French on one side. They have English on the other side. They have different topics such as like wild animals, les animaux sauvages, chez le médecin, at the doctor's office, or choisir le bon vin, choosing the right wine, right? So there's a lot of different conversational pieces there. So yeah, so those are the things that I've been working on in my spare time when I'm not making these YouTube videos for you. So I'm just here to answer any questions you all may have today. I don't see anyone on yet, but that's totally fine. I think it's necessary to um, do whatever you have to do to be successful with a language and second language acquisition. Remember, I always say use YouTube. YouTube is a great opportunity for you to stay and remain successful. You're on YouTube right now. You get to watch different videos in your language of choice. You can take a random language like Turkish, right? You want to learn Turkish for that whatever reason. You want to go to Ankara or Istanbul or another city in Turkey, or let's say you live in Germany and there's a lot of people from Turkey in your neighborhood and you want to learn Turkish. Well, there's Turkish YouTube channels. There's even this girl, YouTuber that I saw previously, and her mom is Turkish. Hello to the people that just came in. Her mom is Turkish, and she's half Turkish, half British, and she was able to learn the Turkish language. So on her sites, on her YouTube channel, they speak both languages, Turkish and English. So I'm just answering any language questions you may have today for the people that just joined us. If you have any language questions, I can answer them for you. I'm here for you. So like I was saying before, the news with me is that I'm learning Angolan Portuguese now with a book that I purchased off of Amazon called Learn Portuguese, the Angolan Variant, from Jordan Eason. So it's a great book. If you want to learn Angolan Portuguese, you will be successful with that. It has a lot of different items, different conversational pieces. So ask any language question. Well, ask as many language questions as you want. Right now, I'll do my best to answer them. As you know, I do speak English, my native language. Hablo español también. I speak Spanish. Também falo português. I speak Portuguese also. My French is all right. Je peux dire quelque chose en français, right? So if you want to learn a second language, you can definitely do so. I always talk about YouTube. Use YouTube, and you will be successful in a second language. You're on YouTube now, so after you're done watching me, watch someone else. Let's say you want to learn German, and you want to learn German from Austria. Well, there's Austrian YouTubers. You want to learn German from Germany. There's German YouTubers. So there's all this opportunity for you if you want to be successful in a second language. I'm definitely taking questions. I see a couple people there. Write your questions. How's everybody doing today? What are your biggest language issues that you're having right now in your second language, or is English your second language? What do you want to accomplish for 2026? There's a lot of goals out there that people want to accomplish. And if you don't remember, I did published a book back in the day, 2018, Bilingual Secrets, The Secrets to Becoming Bilingual. You see the three flags, the Brazilian, the American, and the Argentine flag, the oi, hi, and hola, right? So yeah, if you want to learn a second language, you can definitely do that. Take a look at my book. You can definitely do that. Or you can definitely look at my YouTube channel. So the thing about my YouTube channel is that it's unique in the fact that I have over 1,000 YouTube shorts. Yes, 1,000 shorts. You can check them out right now. I talk about a lot of different things. I'll talk about the difference between Angolan Portuguese and the difference between Brazilian Portuguese. Hey, what's up to everyone that's just joining us? I talk about the difference between French from Quebec and French from France. I talk a difference between Argentine Spanish and Mexican Spanish. I talk about a lot of different things in my YouTube channel, this channel, Bilingual Secrets. So if you're learning Spanish and you want to know about Argentine Spanish, watch some of my shorts. If you want to learn about Mexican Spanish, watch some of my shorts. If you're learning French, you want to learn about Quebecois French, watch some of my shorts. You're learning Portuguese, you want to learn about Brazilian Portuguese, watch some of my shorts. That's why I'm here, to get you to a higher level so you can be more motivated in order to learn a second language. So, does anyone have any questions or comments? What are your second language goals for 2026? I know a lot of people have different goals, different things they want to accomplish. Yeah, and you can definitely do them each day, each and every day. And like I said, I believe this may be a crazy take. My favorite car, any car, because I mean, do you have a second language question? Favorite car? Let me see. I don't know. Maybe Bugatti, like everyone else, or Lamborghini. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, what about what's your favorite car? But yeah, so there's different opportunities. So if I'm traveling to different cities in different countries that speak different languages, I really wouldn't need a car. Just get around public transportation or take Uber, something like that. So definitely. But my goal is for you to want to be motivated to learn that second language. I mean, there's opportunities left and right. Dodge Hellcat, awesome. Day in and day out. And I know, you could learn a second language, and that's why I'm here. Like I said, I have over 1,000 videos. Most of those are shorts because shorts are the easiest thing to produce, easiest content to produce. So you just go to shorts, click on the shorts, make the video 15 seconds to a minute long, and you can make YouTube shorts. So yeah, but yeah, so there's a lot of shorts out there that I have for people that want to become successful in a second language. And like I said before, I am learning Portuguese from Angola. So check out this book, Learn Portuguese, the Angolan variants, from Jordan Eason. Excuse me. It's a really good book. And you will definitely learn Angolan Portuguese and know how to speak the language at a high level. So what did I learn from the book? So on my Instagram, I follow this Angolan girl on Instagram, and she says the word Malta in Portuguese. And I always hear her say, Oi Malta, Oi Malta. I'm like, what is Malta? I never knew what it meant. I read this book, Learn Portuguese, the Angolan variant, and I found out Malta, it means like people. So it's a way of them saying people in Angola. So there's a lot of different slang in different countries, right? So use Amazon to your advantage. Use YouTube to your advantage. If you want to learn a second language, do those things, right? Go on Amazon, buy a couple books in the second language you want to learn. Go on YouTube, watch YouTube videos in the second language. You get what I'm saying? So I know you all can do it. That's why I'm here to, like I said, motivate you to learn the second language. How's everyone doing today or tonight? Like I said, always check out my book, Bilingual Secrets, The Secrets to Becoming Bilingual. It's a good book. I talk about a lot of things that I've done to learn my second languages and my third languages, which are Spanish and Portuguese. And then my biggest thing right now, the last couple of years, I've been doing French. I watch French every day on YouTube, and I've learned a lot of Quebecois slang. I talk about Quebecois slang in some of my other videos, and I go to a French meetup once a month. So there's a lot of different things you can do to stay successful in a second language. You just have to put it as a priority. And if you do that, you can become successful in your second language with your second language acquisition. And like I said to you all, learn Portuguese, the Angolan variant. It's a great book. I love this book because at first I wasn't going to buy it. I was thinking for like 6 months, should I buy this book? Should I not buy this book? And I thought to myself, just buy the book, right? You're going to learn more Angolan Portuguese, might as well. And I bought it and I look at it maybe 2 or 3 times a week. And it's really helped me out in the last few weeks with my Portuguese language acquisition. So, what are your language questions? What are your language struggles? What do you see that you'd like to get better in your second language? What are things that you see each and every day? Because sometimes at my level of my languages like Spanish and Portuguese, I don't see the beginner things because I was a beginner years ago. So sometimes people they're struggling with certain things, and sometimes I don't see it as a tutor. I do tutor English, Spanish, and Portuguese also for excuse me, students that want to learn those languages. As far as the French language goes, I don't tutor that because my abilities are not that high, mais je peux dire quelques mots en français pour les gens qui me voient depuis la France, depuis Quebec aussi. So yeah, I can say a few things in the French language. So I think it's important for you to just keep pushing each and every day. It might seem like you can't pursue your language goals. It might seem like it's a struggle, but if you push each and every day, you will see results. That's the main thing. You have to keep pushing. After you're done watching me, let's say you leave this video, go to a video in your second language, right? Let's say you want to learn Italian. I already talked about Turkish. I already talked about German. Let's say you want to learn Italian. There's RAI, that's like the main Italian news network. You can watch Italian news. You can watch Italian TV shows. You can watch Italian interviews. And then there's a lot of Italian content creators who teach the Italian language in Italian on YouTube, like Italiano Automatico. And he's the most famous one, I believe. He may not be the most famous, but he started a long time ago, maybe 5 or 6 years ago. And he does everything is in all Italian. He has courses also. So I know you can do it too, right? Language learning seems like it's tough. It seems like it's one of those things. What am I going to do? How am I going to be successful in language learning? You have to take a deep breath, watch material, rewatch material, and communicate with people. Those are things that you need to do if you want to become successful in a second language. What other questions do you guys have with regard to language learning? And where is everybody from also? I know there's some questions out there. I know that you can all be successful. I want you to be successful. That's why I'm here. That's why I have my, my 1,000 shorts on this channel, because I know that I want it to be informative. I want it to be somewhat entertaining, not too entertaining. I'm not a comedian or anything. So I just want to get the language acquisition process across to you guys that are out there that want to study a second language. I'll say some things in Spanish. Si hablas español, yo les puedo ayudar con el español, no hay problema. So yeah, so there's opportunities each and every day for everyone to become successful in the second language. So yeah, my goals are to learn French even more this year. That's my main goal, right? Who wouldn't want that goal, to learn more French? Are any of you out there people that want to learn French. Secondary goal, keep up my Portuguese and my Spanish at high levels. You know, I feel if French speakers can learn how to speak English, then I can learn how to speak French. If Portuguese speakers can speak English, I can learn how to speak Portuguese. If Spanish speakers can learn how to speak Spanish, I can speak Spanish. You know, it's al revés, how they say in Spanish, al revés, the reversal. So you can do the same thing with wherever you're from. So if you're learning Russian, you know Russian speakers speak your language, speak English, so you can learn how to speak Russian. If you want to speak Romanian, you can speak Romanian. If you want to speak Korean, you can speak Korean. Whatever language is out there, you have the opportunity to say, yes, I can learn it. Yes, I can speak it. Yes, I can be successful in this second language. Hey, what's up? Thank you very much, Intellectual Radio. Shout out to you guys. You guys are doing big things in Chicago. Check out Intellectual Radio, their YouTube channel. They're doing big things in Chicago. I think they have over 20,000 shows, 20,000 episodes. So you guys check out Intellectual Radio. They're doing big things. But yeah, second language acquisition is important. You know, you guys can be successful in it. I want to talk about this book. I know I mentioned it a few times already, the Learn Portuguese, the Angolan variation, right? Excuse me. So I'll read one of the things out of this book, what it says. I'm on the page where it says, let me read a little bit to you guys of this book. I hope I don't get copywritten and this video doesn't get taken down. So one of the things they say, she asked, "E como foi a participação dos estudantes?" So that was, and how was the students' participation? So I know I said that really fast. If you don't speak Portuguese, you won't know what I said, but I just said it in English. So it's like, this book is cool because they have different things. They talk about university. They talk about food in Angola. They talk about a lot of different things, sports teams. So this is a great book. And I think if you want to learn a second language, get a book like this. Learn Portuguese, the Angolan variation. Shout out to this guy, Jordan Eason. And I think it's the only book that I've come across that talks about Angolan Portuguese. A lot of books don't talk about it. You know, a lot of books focus on Brazilian Portuguese heavily, or Portuguese from Portugal a little bit. You know, I have nothing against Brazilian Portuguese. I have nothing against Portuguese from Portugal. But I think in order to be truly successful in a second language, you want to branch out with your knowledge and branch out with your skills. Anyone can say, eu falo português, you know, but to branch out and learn how to speak in Angolan Portuguese, for me, that means more than just knowing how to say a few words in Brazilian Portuguese or Portuguese from Portugal. So that's the type of person I am. I like to know about different accents and different dialects. So an interesting story. I went to the dentist the other day, and the dental hygienist, she's from, excuse me, she's from Romania. And I started asking her some questions about the difference between Romanian spoken in Romania and Romanian spoken in Moldova. And she was telling me, oh yeah, people from Moldova, they speak a little bit different. Their Romanian is a little bit different. So I'm the type of person, I like to listen to different accents, things of that nature. But yeah, if you do need lessons, if you do want lessons in English or Spanish or Portuguese, I'm the guy for you. Go to Bilingual Secrets at yahoo.com. Email me there, bilingualsecrets.com for the book. Like I said, I got the book, bilingualsecrets.com. Repping it. I have a lot of good insight for you. And that's why I'm here. Hello to everyone that's just joining us today. So yeah, what language questions do you have? How is your second language acquisition going in 2026? I know it's been a couple days already. What languages are you trying to learn? I know you can be successful. Why not? Anyone can be successful. You know, I'm proof. You know, my parents didn't speak to me in Spanish, pero yo puedo hablar español sin problemas. ¿Viste? Right? My parents didn't speak Portuguese, mas posso dizer algumas coisas diferentes em português. Right? My parents didn't teach me French, mais je peux dire quelques mots en français. So you can learn a second language with the help of someone or YouTube, Spotify. I highly recommend Spotify. Some of you have Apple Music. There's different music in a second language that you can learn and that you can be exposed to. I like rap, so I listen to Quebecois rap in French, rapping from France or rap from Quebec, either or. That's what I like to listen to. Keeps my day going well. I learn a lot. Then you watch interviews. Shout out to Rap Politique. That's a show that I watch. It's for francophone rap artists. They get interviewed by these two interviewers, Cyrano de Montréal and KK. They interview them. So I watch that. They're from Montreal. I get my French up, get my French knowledge. They speak some franglais, which is half French, half English. Welcome to everybody that just joined. What are your questions for today? What are your language questions? So yeah, there's a lot to learn in the second language, but you can be successful. I know you can. Why not? Why can't you? You know, each and every day is a new day to learn a second language, to learn a new word in your second language, right? There's no reason not to. So I suggest reading books. Books are good. I have over 30 books in French that are all in French that I bought like 2 years ago. I spent maybe $600. So I have like so many books about different things, about the French language. I have a dictionary from 2020. I have books about real estate. I have books about business, all in French, just so I can have this broad knowledge of the French language. So when someone's speaking in French about a topic, I can be able to understand the topic without any problems. If you're just joining me and you haven't seen, I said in 2026, I want to learn Angolan Portuguese. Learn Portuguese, the Angolan variant by Jordan Eason. So yeah, it's a great book. Like I said earlier in the live, I picked up the word Malta, M-A-L-T-A, Malta. Malta, that means people for Angolans. Obviously in Brazilians, they say galera or galera. Portuguese, they say pessoal, como vai pessoal. You know? So yeah. So there's a lot of opportunities to increase your second language in 2026. I know you can do it. Why not? You know, I'm on it every day, increasing my language skills. Why can't you be someone that increases your second language skills? What do you want to do? What are your second language goals? You know, where do you see yourself in the future? Where do you see yourself 5 months from now, 10 months from now, a year from now, 2027? You may be intermediate at your second language, right? 2027, why not? Maybe you want to learn what language? I'm not even sure. Maybe you want to learn Dutch. Maybe you want to learn Swedish. Maybe you want to learn Mandarin. You can learn those languages. You have the resources at hand right here on YouTube. Some of you are watching me right now. So after you're done watching me, watch something in the second language. That's the biggest takeaway from today. Watch something in the second language. You can scroll, but watch something in your second language so you can get more knowledge, right? Who wouldn't want to have that knowledge to be able to communicate with someone else in a second or third language? Maybe you're already bilingual. Maybe you grew up bilingual, but you want to learn a new language. You can do it. That's why it's called Bilingual Secrets, this channel. That's why I have my book, Bilingual Secrets, the secrets to becoming bilingual. Check it out, Amazon, ebook, and paperback form, right? You can do this. There's no reason not to. 2026, learn a new language. Like I said before, I have over 1,000 shorts on this YouTube channel, right? Over 1,000 shorts. That's more than anybody in the language field. It's not the most shorts out there. I know that for a fact. But check your favorite language YouTuber. See if they have 1,000 shorts. I'm sure they don't. I'm not going to name any names because I'm not here to promote them. But check your favorite language YouTuber. They do not have 1,000 shorts. I have 1,000 shorts, right? I talk about Angolan Portuguese versus Brazilian Portuguese. I talk about Argentine Spanish versus Mexican Spanish. I talk about Quebecois French versus French from France, right? So there's all these opportunities for you to become successful in your second language. You can become successful in your second language. I know you can. Why not? It's 2026. Ya estamos en el 2026. Y puedes aprender otro idioma, right? It's just that simple. You can learn another language. Why not? What are your questions? What questions do you have for me with regard to second language acquisition, with regard to second language learning? I'm here for you. I want to see you succeed. Email me bilingualsecrets@yahoo.com if you want English, Spanish, or Portuguese lessons. Go to bilingualsecrets.com for the book, ajtutor.com for the course, ajtutor.com. That's ajtutor.com. So yeah, there's so many opportunities for you. Whoever you are, wherever you're from, you're watching YouTube, you can become successful in your second language as of today. You just have to put a little bit effort each and every day. And you'll be successful in your second language. Why can't you? Right? Why can't you? You know, who's stopping you? Excuse me, I'm not stopping you. I'm not stopping you from being successful in your second language. The only person that's stopping you is you. Right? You can become successful in your second language, and I know you will. We'll talk later. Hasta pronto.